Mitchell in Georgia has comments and questions or statements. Hi, Mitchell. Welcome.
Hello. I'm a first-time caller. Glad to be with you.
Right. Thank you.
But I had to call. I listen to you all the time, but I'm sick and tired of my young people out here not voting. And they need to get out and vote. And they're trying to make it harder for us here in Georgia to vote by cutting down places where you can drop off your absentee ballot and stuff. But people got to vote. That's all I want to say. Get out and vote, especially my veterans. I'm retired military. And us veterans need to get out and vote. Get your kids out to vote. Knock on your neighbor's door. Tell them to get out and vote, because Stacey's going to win if we vote.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen. And may I give a suggestion to all of those Georgians that vote by mail and you're going to drop off your ballot? Drop it off in a white neighborhood.
Come on through with the strategy, Pam Keith. Just drive a little bit out of way and drop your ballot, because then you know it's going to get counted.
Because they can't segregate it out. They can't segregate it out.
They cannot.
That's why they hate vote by mail. They hate vote by mail because the ballots get aggregated. But if you could still get like voting, like zip codes and so forth, and the mail, you know, the way they sort their mail, they could still play some shenanigans. But if you drop it off in a wealthy white neighborhood or in a white neighborhood, there's no way of getting the GOP votes out of that box without getting your vote too. So strategize and come up with a plan. Go carpooling, you know, do a car caravan to the white neighborhood and drop off your ballots there. The important thing about dropping off your ballot on election day is that they can't foresee it. In Florida, we have a GOP Secretary of State. That means they always know, because we have early vote that stops the Sunday before Election Tuesday. So they know what your win number is by Election Tuesday, by Dem turnout. So what we need to do is bum rush the election on Election Day, but not at the polls. Bum rush the election on Election Day.
Why haven't we heard this someplace before, Pam Keith?
I don't know, because I don't know, but you got to think strategically. I told you, I'm always military thinking. I'm always thinking strategically. What is my enemy? What is my opponent got? What is their game? How do they play? And that is why GOP always turns out on Election Day. Why do they always turn out on Election Day? Because they know that there's nothing we can do once they have their surge. We don't surge on Election Day. We do early vote and souls to the polls and voting on Sunday and all this other stuff. And we just get it over with. But that means that they kind of know how many of us turned out. The reason we won Georgia, and I was there, was because we had a last minute surge of people turning out for that $2,000 when Biden and Harris came down there, got on the radio and said, if you vote for Warnock and Ossoff, we can pass that money, you're going to get your money. And I was the one who told the top staffer for Kamala Harris to get her to say $2,000, you're going to get your money. That was the thing. But that was Election Day surge that won Georgia. It was Election Day surge. It was not early vote. Yeah, you got to keep it close with early vote. You got to keep it close. But you need to have part of your posse voting on Election Day with those drop-off ballots, not on the machines, because the machines are corralling votes into predetermined Black precincts. Never play the game. If they're trying to corral you in a certain direction, don't go.
I love it. Drop them off in a wealthy white neighborhood. I love that. Or even a poor in Georgia, it don't matter.
Anybody, drop the supervisor of elections office, drop it, because usually there's a box right there, right? But drop them off in a place that's unpredictable, right? Because the reality is they are banking on certain kinds of electoral behavior. Their strategy is based on certain patterns of behavior. So if you disrupt those patterns of behavior, those obstructions don't work so well.